Down in the vast white wilderness of the south, a remarkable bird makes its home. This is the Chinstrap Penguin, a creature known for its striking appearance and boisterous character. Its name comes from a very special feature. A thin black line runs from ear to ear, just beneath its chin. It looks exactly like the strap of a helmet, fastened securely in place. This distinctive mark makes it one of the most easily recognized of all penguin species. It stands out even in a crowd of thousands, a tiny sentinel in a world of ice and rock. They are a true icon of this remote and beautiful continent. Chinstrap penguins are medium-sized birds, standing about 70 centimeters tall. They weigh around 4 to 5 kilograms, a weight that can change depending on the season. Their bodies are perfectly designed for a life at sea. They have a sleek black back and a brilliant white front. This coloring, known as countershading, helps them hide from predators in the water. From above, their dark backs blend with the deep ocean. From below, their white bellies match the bright surface. Their feet are a surprising shade of pink, and their eyes are a reddish-brown, adding a splash of color to their monochrome world. These penguins are part of a group called the brush-tailed penguins. This is because they have long tail feathers that they often drag behind them on the ground. When they walk, this tail sweeps from side to side like a small broom. Their wings have evolved into stiff, powerful flippers. While they cannot fly through the air, they are masters of flight through water. They use these flippers to propel themselves with incredible speed and agility. It is a wonderful example of how nature adapts a creature for its specific environment, turning wings into underwater marvels of engineering. Spotting a Chinstrap penguin is a thrilling experience for any visitor to the Antarctic. Their unique chin strap is the most obvious clue, making them impossible to mistake for any other penguin. You will often find them on ice-free land, as they prefer rocky shores and slopes for their colonies. They are not shy birds. Their loud calls can be heard from a great distance, announcing their presence long before you see them. Watching them as they hop skillfully from rock to rock or waddle in determined lines towards the sea is to witness life at its most resilient and charming. The home of the Chinstrap penguin is one of the harshest places on Earth. They live on the islands and coastlines surrounding the great continent of Antarctica. Places like the South Sandwich Islands, South Georgia, and the Antarctic Peninsula are their strongholds. Here, the winds are fierce and the temperatures are freezing. But these penguins are not deterred. They choose to build their nests on rocky, snow-free ground. This is very important as they need a solid surface to lay their eggs. These vast colonies, sometimes containing hundreds of thousands of birds, are a truly spectacular sight. Surviving in such a cold climate requires some clever adaptations. Underneath their waterproof feathers, Chinstrap penguins have a thick layer of fat. This fat acts like an insulating blanket, keeping their bodies warm. Their feathers are also tightly packed together, trapping a layer of air close to the skin for extra warmth. They can even control the blood flow to their feet. This helps them stand on ice and frozen rock without losing too much body heat. It is a remarkable system that allows them to thrive where few other creatures can. Moving around on land can be tricky. Their short legs and waddling gait might seem clumsy, but it is an efficient way to save energy. On steep or slippery surfaces, they use their sharp claws and strong beaks to help them climb. They are surprisingly agile on the treacherous, rocky slopes of their homes. If the snow is deep, they have another trick. They will drop onto their bellies and toboggan, pushing themselves forward with their flippers and feet. This is not only a fast way to travel, but it also looks like a great deal of fun. The ocean is where the Chinstrap penguin truly comes alive. It is their hunting ground and their playground. They are incredible swimmers, capable of diving to depths of over 70 meters to find food. Though most of their dives are much shallower, this ability shows their comfort in the marine world. They spend much of their lives at sea, especially during the long winter months when the land is covered in ice and snow. The ocean provides everything they need, from food to a place to escape the bitterest cold of the Antarctic winter. As the Antarctic spring arrives in October and November, the Chinstrap penguins return to land. This marks the beginning of their busy breeding season. The males usually arrive first to claim a nesting spot. They build a simple nest, a small circle of stones and pebbles. These stones are very precious. A male will carefully select each one, and he will guard his collection fiercely from his neighbors. Sometimes a penguin will try to steal a stone from another's nest. This often leads to noisy disputes, a constant drama playing out across the colony. Once the females arrive, the courtship begins. The penguins engage in elaborate displays. They point their beaks to the sky, flap their flippers, and let out loud screeching calls. These rituals help to strengthen the bond between a pair. Once a pair is formed, the female will lay 2 eggs, usually a few days apart. Both parents share the important job of keeping the eggs warm. They take turns incubating them, with one parent staying at the nest while the other goes to sea to feed. This cooperation is essential for the survival of their future chicks. After about 37 days, the chicks begin to hatch. They are covered in soft, grey, downy feathers and are completely dependent on their parents. For the first few weeks, one parent will always stay with the chicks, protecting them from the cold and from predators like skuas. The other parent is busy at sea hunting for food. They return with a belly full of krill, which they regurgitate for the hungry chicks. The chicks grow quickly on this rich diet, their chirps filling the air as they beg for their next meal. When the chicks are about a month old, they are big enough to join a creche. This is a large group of chicks huddled together for warmth and safety. It is like a penguin nursery. This allows both parents to go to sea at the same time to hunt for food, as their growing chicks have enormous appetites. The chicks will stay in these creches until they grow their waterproof adult feathers, a process that takes about 2 months. Finally, they are ready to take their first swim and begin their own lives in the vast Southern Ocean. A Chinstrap penguin colony is an incredibly noisy place. They are among the loudest of all penguins, and the sound can be overwhelming. Their calls are harsh and shrill, and they use them for many reasons. They call to find their mate in the crowded colony, to warn off rivals who get too close to their nest, and to communicate with their chicks. This constant chorus of sound is the soundtrack of the Antarctic summer. Because of their noisy nature, Chinstrap penguins have earned the nickname stonebreaker penguins, as it was once thought their calls were loud enough to shatter rocks. Their diet consists mainly of one thing: krill. These tiny, shrimp-like crustaceans swarm in the Southern Ocean in massive numbers. Chinstraps will also eat small fish and squid when they can. To find their food, they swim out from the colony each day, sometimes traveling many kilometers. They are pursuit divers, chasing their prey through the water with incredible speed and agility. Their ability to find these swarms of krill is vital, not just for themselves, but for the hungry chicks waiting back on shore. The health of the krill population is directly linked to the success of the penguins. Currently, the Chinstrap penguin is listed as a species of least concern. There are millions of them, making them one of the most numerous penguins in the world. However, scientists have noticed that some colonies, particularly on the Antarctic peninsula, are shrinking. The main threat they face is climate change. As the ocean warms, the sea ice that is so important for the krill life cycle is disappearing. Fewer krill means less food for the penguins, which can make it harder for them to raise their chicks successfully. These remarkable birds are a vital part of the Antarctic ecosystem. As a member of the brush-tailed penguin family, alongside the Adelie and Gentoo penguins, they play a key role in the food web. Their noisy, bustling colonies are a sign of a healthy ocean. Protecting their fragile home and the krill they depend on is essential to ensure that the lively chatter of the Chinstrap penguin continues to echo across the rocky shores of the South for generations to come. Their story is a powerful reminder of the delicate balance of life in this frozen world.